What are the factors affecting evolution? So one, we have mutations. Mutations are the necessary requirement for alleles in the first place. So the new formation of alleles then leads to genetic variation. So mutations are really important as a beginner for factors affecting evolution, as they are the necessary for alleles in the first place, and then the formation of new alleles leads to genetic variation. Then we get sexual selection. So sexual selection. Sexual selection leads to an increase in the frequency of alleles, improving mating success. So these are successive alleles, either from the mutation or not. These lead to the increased frequency of these alleles. So if we had a graph, the frequency of alleles would be here, as this would be the successful alleles that is prominent. And for example, within birds, some birds like different colours, so they are, with the specific alleles, they're more attracted to these birds for whatever reason, and they are more likely to mate with them, and therefore the frequency of that allele does increase. And then we get gene flow. So gene flow is the movement of alleles in the populations, so immigration and emigration. So this is the movement of alleles in the population. So refer this back to, say, humans. We've got quite a gene flow at the moment. Well, we have a gene flow with immigration. So we have immigrants coming in, and we have movement of our alleles crossing over with the alleles and genes from the immigrants. So that is gene flow. And then we get genetic drift. So genetic drift actually only predominantly occurs in small populations. Genetic drift. So this only really occurs in small populations, and that's really important. So small populations. This is a change in the allele frequency, just like sexual selection or gene flow. It's a change in the frequency of alleles but it's due to the mutation. A new allele will have a greater impact on a smaller population and more likely to grow in number, whereas there's already less in the gene pool in a larger population. So if you have a smaller population and a large population, these are all the genes and alleles, and so you only have 2, 3, 4. This has more of an impact with a change in allele here than it does as a minority in a large group. So the smaller it is, the more predominantly the frequency will increase. So the new allele will have a greater impact in the smaller population and will likely to grow in number where there's already less alleles in the gene pool. And number 5, we have natural selection. Natural selection. So natural selection leads to an increase in the number of individuals that have the characteristics that improve their chances of survival. This is similar to sexual selection. The reproduction rates increase as the frequency of alleles coding for the characteristics changes environment can lead to evolution. So natural selection is just the mutations increasing the allele frequency to benefit them for survival.